The early 2000s definitely ruled Disney Channel original movies, but here are the 1990s films that I recommend you should all watch. They're kind of cool. Good morning, guys. What's going on? My name is Georgia Louise, and I'm a girl in fantasy because I love all things fantasy related, and I talk about films and photography on this channel because I'm trying to pursue that as my career. And so today's episode is I'm going to give you guys some recommendations on what to watch this fall season / end of summer / beginning of spring here in Australia. So 1990s underrated, underhyped Disney Channel original movies. Make sure you subscribe because I'm also going to do a early 2000s underrated, underhyped episode as well. So here is my first recommendation. It is on the lower side of my ratings for the late 90s Disney Channel original movies. It is called Smart House. Now, I thought this movie was like the pinnacle of future technology. Just like being a kid and watching and be like, I want to press that button. You know what? It's like Spy Kids. You know that scene in Spy Kids when they just press the microwave and then pops out the burger and chips? It's like that. And I wish that exists because we have so much like really cool smart housey gadgets and gizmos now with the advanced technology. But it's not that advanced yet. It is not that advanced yet. But anyway, I thought this movie was the future. I wanted the smart house. And of course, this is a film. So we had to obviously flip it on our heads and give moral of the story, give the characters, does that like push before the climax in Act 3. And this is what the story is. So basically, it is about this family with a single dad who's such a dilf, move into this really smart house. Like everything is basically done for them. And so the eldest son, Ben, he's kind of trying to be a matchmaker for his dad and plays around with the little gadgets and the technology, which then she manifests into a real person and wants to be the real housewife of for this family. And it's a play on don't trust technology, which is so relatable in today's time. This was like, what, 20 something years back, and they're still making it very relevant to today. Like, I don't want a house that has so much gadgets that has a mind of its own and literally manifests into a real person. No thanks, I'm good. My next recommendation is Johnny Tsunami. If you guys like the waves and the beach and the surfing, or if you really like skiing and just teenage trying to figure out life and where you fit in, this is the film for you. So basically this boy, Johnny, he lives in Hawaii. He has like surfing. He loves surfing, surfs every single day whenever he can. He eats real pineapples and real fruits. But his dad gets a job in Vermont, so they have to move all the way to Vermont, and it's winter and snowing. Complete opposite. It is a 180 from where we started, where we met Johnny Tsunami. And so now he's in a private school, and like these snobby rich kids in their private school, they ski. Okay, they ski. And Johnny tries to be friends with it. He's like the coolest kid. He's just so himself. And that's what I really love about old Disney Channel. And they're just like really confident in himself. And so along the way, he tries to be like them, tries to kind of fit in. And then he meets the snowboarders, which is a board, I guess, similar to surfing. So he thought, let me try that. But because snowboarders are public school kids and the private school kids ski. And this is why I love old Disney Channel so much, is because there's so many layers to this film. It's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet, where it's like the Capulets versus the Montagues. And he's like private school versus the public school kids, skiing versus surfing versus snowboarding. It's just so intricate and complicated, but they make it so easy for teenagers, like really early adolescents, to sit and watch this movie. The only thing is, it's a bit slow for my liking, and there isn't much separation from the characters, because the private school kids, you kind of want them to be a little bit more snobbish. That way you see a bit more dynamic with what you're trying to persuade in this movie. That's the only thing that lets this movie down, I reckon. But it has a great moral of the story. It has a great flow of filmmaking with the hero's journey. You guys should watch it. Johnny Tsunami, a great movie. My third recommendation, and I don't understand how not a lot of people know this one. It is called Brink. If you love end of summer, fun, roller skating, boyhood, and competitions, this is the movie for you. Well, I guess it's like a band of brothers kind of clique. This will be for you. So Andy, whose nickname is Brink, obviously, he has his crew, his little group, and they just skate for fun. They skate for the fun of it, not for money, just fun. They compete, obviously, but again, it's just compete to skate for fun and like get their name out there because they're cool. They're the cool kids. And then you have the arch nemesis team called Team Blaze, who are a bit more snobbish and they skate competitively for money. The branding, the business side for the money, that is why they skate. And so Brink finds out that his family is a little bit in financial troubles, and so to help the family and to win big, he enters in the competition with Team Blaze because they know they're going to win, because they always win because they compete for the money. Anyway, joins with Team Blaze and now is living a double life. And it's this really nice casual friendship that kind of goes into a nice bond. I mean, he's still arch nemesis, but they're a little bit more civil now. You know, especially at the end of the movie, how the hero's journey, you need to get to that final resolution, and they do it very nicely. And the moral of the story is what's more important, the popularity, the money, or doing what you love and being with the people that are actually good and kind. So this next movie is a bit out there, but it was kind of the momentum to move into the early 2000s. And this film I watched yesterday just to kind of recap what it was. And I realized that this is a sad opening. It was so sad. Anyway, the movie is called 13th Year, and basically he's a merman who has a birthday party and turns 13 as his 13th year, and he finds out he's a merman. But that doesn't help his situation because he's trying to win state championship in swimming. How does that work? Oh, the drama. He's a swimming champion, but he's also a merman. I love it. Yeah, so I was watching it yesterday and it's so sad. It opens up with his mum putting him in a boat for safety because she's being chased by a guy in a boat who's trying to go after her, like fishing wise. And then he's like, I mean, to be fair, I probably would have done the same thing because like it's abandoned baby in a boat. Like, of course they're gonna take him home and care for him. So anyway, these people that kidnapped him raises him, and his name is Cody, and he's just like loving life, doing what his thing. He loves the water, goes swimming, has friends. What I love about this is he's like, at the beginning, we very much see him kind of, we see him humble in a way around his family, but then at school, he's very much the popular kid, a little bit snobby-ish in the sense of wanting to fit in, being the cool guy, having lots of friends. The science teacher partnered people up together, and it just happens to be the popular kid with the nerd. And I really love their dynamic. It's very casual. It's very warm-hearted friendship, but they have this understanding and connectivity of marine biology and figuring out this merman situation. So I really enjoy this film. It is a bit more of a tearjerker, heartwarm, but it is still Disney Channel in the very, very early stages of filmmaking in the 90s, and their attention to detail with costuming and makeup. Like his tail is not CGI. Let's just say that. He does not have he does not have a CGI tail. Let's just say that. It is prosthetics. It was real. This is how they used to make films, and this is how they should make films again. Let's bring back jobs. Let's bring back more jobs in special effects. Zoom, 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 make my heart go. My supernova girl, zoom, zoom, zoom. If you know that one, then this is the next movie I'm recommending. It is Zenon Car, 21st Century Girl. Well, technically it's just Zenon, 21st Century Girl. Her name is Zenon Car, and that's just how I say things. It's basically iconic. Like, it is iconic. That is all I have to say about this movie. If you don't know it, you should definitely know it. Give it a watch. It is not as hyped as it should be. People kind of know it. It's kind of, like I said, it's iconic and people kind of know it, but it's still so underhyped that it is on this list. This is about Zenon Car, who lives in the year 2049, and she lives in space. Her and her family, they live in space. They have a space station. They do all sciencey things, which I'm glad they don't really say, because science, what? I was 5 when this movie came out. No, I don't know science. But what I do understand is friendship and found family bonds. If you watch my channel, you know I'm a big fan of star-crossed lovers and found families. And this is it. It is found families at its core. It starts by her getting in trouble, and her inciting incident is that she needs to go to Earth and live with her auntie and just kind of try a life at having a normal life. Try having a normal life in the Earth. So her story starts is Zenon gets in trouble in the space station, and for her exciting incident, they send her to Earth and live with her auntie. And when she's there, she finds out that the government, or these people, whatever, are trying to ruin the space station. So now her entire movie is trying to figure out how to get back to space and save everything. And then she meets the best rock star ever, Protozoa, who sings Supernova Girl. That was iconic. It still is. Best, she just meets a rock star and be like, Protozoa, can you sing to save my space station? Yes, please, thank you. She's so full of fearlessness and just going after it and being confident. She has no idea about Earth and whatever, but she throws herself into it. I admire that so much. And the friends that she makes, well, one girl in particular is very snobbish. Why are they all snobbish? It's like the Mean Girls of the 90's. Yeah, Mean Girls wasn't then. Mean Girls was early 2000s. 2005? 2003? But anyway, they will put that in the movie to make it relatable, to give it more dynamic, to give it more of a range and edge, variety, and I'm here for it. We need more brats. Yes, so Zenon, the 21st Century Girl, is just one of those movies where it's very in your face. It's very in your face, doing what is right and going after what you believe in, and just make things happen. Just go for it. Believe in yourself, have the confidence, and just go for it. And I love that so much. But also just the iconicness of the 90s and this idea of futuristic, like the idea of futuristic fashion and technology and all of these things. It is such a whirlwind trip that you should definitely watch. It should be on your watch list. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure you subscribe to check out when I post the early 2000s recommendations. Follow me on my social medias. I've just started a TikTok, so make sure you follow me on TikTok. My recommendations will be on there with like little other interesting things. Leave a comment down below which of these movies you've seen and which other Disney Channel original movies you think that should be hyped a lot more. I love to see it, so thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye.